Yeah, that's what we were mentioning, because the ult buff on the patch as well. We're maybe seeing, thinking of seeing a little bit more of it, but as we get into the Fearless matches.
Mirren does have to be careful about how aggressive he trades here, because there is a jungler on the top side of the map, and that wave will crash, and I think this is the signal for Histo to go, but maybe
going in, look for the 1v1, and Topos goes in with the Pathmaker and just claps him! Smacks him between his and Topos. Histo will get one in response. In the end, Team Secret Wales will be happy with the extra assist goal. Six has his flash, as does Hero, both of them holding on to it from that first fight. Histo looking for the flank position. Shock Blast gonna hit onto this Cassante. Histo going in. Mirwin forces him away. Vault Breaker out with the plate over to Hero as MKOI secure the Drake.
It's a nice play from Histo, even if he doesn't get the kill, as you say, just putting that pressure down, keeping Hero safe, and trying to abuse the matchup in its entirety, even getting this Scuttle Crab on that top side, but bot lane.
The dive in with the Zenith Blade. Blade Caller coming out from Super to get the root onto Eddie. Heal was used by Taki in exchange for the cleanse from Super. Taki still looking for a little bit more here as he goes forward with the Oracles, just forcing Super and Alvaro away. Meanwhile, on the top side, Daya looking for the dive. Another Zenith Blade onto Alvaro, but Elioyo's on his way. Doesn't have the 6 yet. Alvaro flashing away. Cleanse flash out by Taki with a dive in with the Eviscerate. Meanwhile, on the top side, Histo and Daya look for more. Taki low gets away. No! Elioyo gets him in the end. Super just surviving. Mirwin down to 300 HP as the dive materializes for Team Secret Wales. Mirwin looking for that all out. Pops the Pathmaker into the Vault Breaker. Hero flashes in. Will tank 2 tower shots though. And he's slain by the tower. Mirwin unable to proc.
And then as a result, they end up giving that kill across. So it could have been a bigger win for Team Secret Wales if the bot lane had just kind of played it passively.
Yeah, Super barely living too there on the edge.
Mirwin going all out. Hero doesn't have flash, and Mirwin's just going to chase him down with the Topos. Gets it after the Q3. Zenith Blade from Taki missing towards that top side. Mirwin very happy in this 1v1.
Yeah, Merwin says, welcome to the series, Hero.
Elioyo will start up this Cloud Drake. Their push in bot. And the wave in mid has already been cleared out. So it should be an easy enough dragon here for MKOI. Will be their second of the game.
It's Mirwin who needs to be careful though. This entire series, Team Secret Wales has been so good with the cross maps, but Mirwin backing right the way off, making sure he's not going to be under any threat on that top side. And it will be MKOI able to pick up the objective with no real answer.
This is Alvaro putting a bit of vision towards the top side. We'll spot Histo jumping across the wall here. Alvaro could look for an engage into Shadowing Strike, and he'll use it. Flash Shadowing Strike into the charm. Cease and desist used perfectly to buffer out of that charm. Vault Breaker out as well. Perfectly played by Histo, but there still might be too many MKOI members surrounding him and getting the kill. TP in by Taki, no mana at the moment on Jojo. Accelerating Shock Blast coming out from Hero as they go in with a Hound's Pursuit, and now this Jace is in the middle of MKOI. Alvaro using that Magnustorm into a great crash down, but Dire's here to bolster the defenses. Super coming across from the side. Alvaro falling low, will be taken out by a Weirding. Hero able to escape. Taki going back in with the Zenith Blade. Super flashing forward with the Blade Caller, but now the rest of his team are nowhere to be found. Team Secret Wales find 2.
Eddie arrives and he collects the extra money. The Kraken Slayer was just done on the Kai'Sa. That Kai'Sa as well, after driving by, grabbing the kill, as Jojo lands another charm, by the way, hitting all 3 charms, although the first one...
This Kai'Sa has ran the entire way from bot lane, whereas you've got the Cassante who's still in base, so more members of Team Secret Wales can show up in the mid lane.
Jojo caught out, doesn't have the flash, no Spirit Rush for him either, and Eddie gets his second. Alvaro a little bit off to the side here. We'll be able to crash down away from it, but now Eddie, 900 gold ahead of his opposite man.
Eddie, I swear.
Whereas Alvaro does not have that tool in his arsenal. So MKOI much more likely to play down towards this bottom side, give up the top side pressure, and you can see Elioyo coming across. There's the TP in. Redemption already onto Hero. Hound's Pursuit coming down as well as Mirwin looks for the Q3, but Hero's topped up by that Redemption, still taken out by Jojo, who came in with that teleport. Daya here to try and defend the tower, and will manage to do so. Daya jumping forward, and will just back away.
There's so many members of MKOI here, though. They're still trying to fish. Dyer needs to be a little bit careful. Jojo starting to step forward, but it looks like they will just back away. Objective, look to get gold in their favor and see if they can find picks rather than going toe-to-toe in the team fights.
Smart play from Hero just to back away from that tower. Knew that Alvaro was in the area, could kind of expect that Elioyo was in the area. Team Secret Wales should be able to take the first tower. No wave here for MKOI. Means that TSW will get that first turret on the board.
Okay, it's gonna come down to the last objective then.
Yep. Next Drake, 20 seconds away. And at the moment, MKOI not in the position to really fight around it. You can see MKOI trying to deny as many of these minions as possible by letting the towers hit them before they are felled by JoJo.
MKOI happy to just call it and say we won't take this fight. Instead, we'll look to push in, put some pressure onto this topside jungle, some pressure onto the tier 2. And if Team Secret Wales over-index into protecting the tier 2, we can always fall back and try and take this mid-turn instead.
Yeah, and they're kind of fishing around the jungle as well. Taki here, pretty tanky on Leona, trying to deny like big cross-map play. MKOI in the end get a couple of jungle camps, and
Shadowing Strike immediately, they dive onto Taki, and the Eclipse is not enough to save him! The Redemption not down in time, he does land the Solar Flare, Spirit Rush, dive in with a killing streak from Eddie as well, but Elioya's on the chase, trying to take down that Kai'Sa, and the Darking Daggers will be enough! The Hounds of Hell from Elioya for the double! MKOI collapse!
Alvaro consistently interrupted the follow-up from Team Secret Wales as the pick on Taki that might have just blown this game open in favor of MKOI.
huge error from TSW. Why did they dive in on that after Taki got caught by ultimate and Kai'Sa ultimate? Further increase this gold lead on JoJo's Ahri and really put the threat of further picks onto TSW, get right back on track for that dragon stacking, only 2.5 minutes away from the arrival of the mountain.
There's an escape tool as well. Riftel will be able to get that charge in. Mirwin here to defend, but he can't do anything about Riftel actually managing to take down that tower. Team Secret Wales, they use it, they get gold out of it. Obviously would have liked the mid lane tower a little bit more, but you got to take what you can get when you are 3k gold behind.
They were also pinging the wards that they knew were in their own jungle. Having seen JoJo peel and just reset, so I think a little bit wary of a potential TP flank from the Ahri, and happy enough to just get some of that gold and not, as you say, overextend and maybe throw that game.
No, W is up. All right, let's not go for Neferi. That one's hard. So we go for Ahri. Well, she has a spell shield and ultimate ready. Okay, should we go for Xayah? Well, Xayah has cleanse splash and ult, so.
Oh, you're saying Cassante.
Yeah! This, like, what target do you dive with this dive comp? I think MKOI just they have to set themselves up with all of the answers here to TSW, and so good job getting their Dragon Soul point there. TSW are forced into this kind of like desperate, I feel like, Atakhan pull.
Yeah, that's what they're going to go for, and MKOI actually pushing Daya out of his blue side jungle. The Atakhan already down to 8,000 HP as MKOI look to see if the fight is viable. Mirwin on the flank, Redemption coming down. Alvaro with a 3-man Magnet Storm, and it's Super that takes the Atakhan. Pop goes the Vi, and the rest of his team follows suit. MKOI looking for vengeance against the LCP as they take down 4. Daya unallowed to escape. It's an ace for MKOI.
Movistar Koi will keep their world.
Redemption bolstering up those numbers. the aggro Redemption. JoJo with the charm onto Daya. Should be able to jump out of this. Will go across the veil, try to get back towards his tower, but the tower isn't even safe as JoJo just dives in and Daya dies.
Yeah, that's about all you need to say for that one. Right in his face, just destroys him under tower. And TSW, they were already up against the wall. They were already desperate with the last play. Now even more so, trying to just go out fighting.
As 2.5 minutes until that's all they need is.
Flash forward into the cease and desist, and they find Super! A perfect play by Team Secret Wales in the mid lane. Go down fighting, you say. They're not sure about the go down part yet, Kobe. Boy, looking to collapse. Daya still in base, doesn't have TP. He's running as fast as his legs can carry him to join his team. Currently a 4v4 as Alvaro looks for the flank position. Elioya going in with the Darking Daggers. Daya trying to flank from the bottom side of the fight. Alvaro's here though. Crash down, Magnuson finds 2, hand pursuit in. Elioya's already killed off the enemy jungler, and Eddie is next on the menu. These hounds are hungry, and the pursuit goes on to Taki. A triple for Elioya.
The captain of MKOI picks up
Forced
the
to flee.
MKOI now 8,000 gold ahead. They will secure the Baron. They have 2 waves pushing in. But Team Secret Wales, the shot is another catch. It's another pick onto Super. It's another great engage from Hitsto.
And that's what people love about this team. They never just sit back and had to react to that. Was great. Then, of course, you're still in a tough situation.
As Jojo maybe called out a little bit. TP is coming in from Team Secret Wales. Histo still looking for that cease and desist. Vault breaker forward. The charm will stop in. TP behind as well by Mirwin. Jojo Pyun's going to be the first target. Solar Flare's going to follow up. Mirwin looking for that flank TP. Jojo will fall first. The shutdown goes over to Taki, but Elioya's on that backline once again. It's Histo and Taki trying to survive through Elioya. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Dyer just gets assassinated by Super and Mirwin. Taki trying to get away from Elioya, but he continues to chase forward with that call of the pack, and Taki's done for. Hero, full HP, wasn't really in this battle at all. MKOI will take 3, only losing their mid laner.
Team Secret Wales will find the Ari, but Jose Pyun has already done his job for MKOI. He has been fantastic all series long, and he bought enough time for MKOI to jump down to that bottom side, get the kills, and now it's Mountain Soul for an already beefy MKOI.
Another fight, another bunch of gold for MKOI, and they're going to lay destruction to the towers afterwards.
Mirwin diving in with the all-out onto Hero, who's just deleted by the feathers. Super at that 3-item point on this Xayah. Histo trying to steal away everything he can, trying to get any gold in his back pockets, but currently 12,000 gold advantage for MKOI as they push through the bot side.
They're going to continue to keep up this pressure. The split push is incredibly strong right now with this Baron buff, and Team Secret Wales are spread thin. I honestly don't know how they get through Mirwin at this stage.
They're still going to jump onto Elioya, who does tank a couple of tower shots. He dives back in with that Eviscerate, but with the minions pushing in, Mirwin pushing through the bot side, Jojo about to join the rest of his team, and with Baron buff remaining for the next 50 seconds, this Red Bull Baron power play may include a 50 gold Nexus.
MKOI about to lay final siege to the Nexus turrets, and here comes the team.
Histo looking for that engage, the Magnus Storm from Alvaro diving in, Spirit Rush from Jojo just to escape. Histo down first. Taki the next target for MKOI. Super trading with Dyer, who just gets back to the fountain in time. Meanwhile, Eddie doing everything he can, but he just can't survive through the wallet dip. It's vengeance for MKOI. They take down the LCP, and they go to 2-2.